Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to talk about the changes to the F1 visa and the M1 visa. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we regularly post videos to keep you up to date with what's going on in immigration. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Now let's get started. So today it was announced that there will be major updates and more strict rules for the F1 student visa and the M1 student visa. And in this video, I'm going to talk all about those rules. But first, I want to give you a quick background regarding why these changes are taking place. So basically, when the COVID-19 pandemic took over and was sweeping the nation and the world, educational institutions such as universities, they modified their curriculums to go online. And so international students had no choice but to go online. And the immigration regulations, there were some leniencies that were put in place to allow international students to continue with their education online. And this took place for the spring semester of 2020 and the current summer session as well. Now what happened was that today, rules were announced that essentially take away a lot of those leniencies going forward in the fall semester. So basically for fall of 2020, these leniencies are not necessarily going to be in place. And now I want to talk about the specifics of these new rules that were announced today. Basically, the rules, they target three different categories. The first category is for institutions that are going to be fully online in fall of 2020. The second category of rules is targeting schools that are going to be resuming in-person education. And the third category that these rules are targeting are so-called hybrid institutions that are both in-person and online. And we're going to go through each of those one by one. So regarding the first institutions that are going to be fully online, the regulations are very severe. And basically what the regulations state is that for people that are planning on pursuing education on an F1 visa or an M1 visa in an institution or a program that's going to be fully online in fall of 2020, they may not remain in the United States. So for example, if somebody has an F1 visa or somebody has an M1 visa right now, and they are in a program and that program is going to be fully online in fall of 2020, they cannot remain in the United States under that program. In addition, if somebody does not have a visa and they want to apply for a visa, whether it be an F1 visa or an M1 visa, and they're applying for that visa to enter the United States to join a program that is fully online for fall of 2020, the consulate will not issue an F1 or an M1 visa for that program if it's fully online. Also, if somebody's outside of the United States and they already have their F1 visa or their M1 visa, and they want to seek entry to join a program that's going to be fully online in fall of 2020, CBP, Customs and Border Protection, will not allow them to enter to join that program. So as you can see, this is very severe as it pertains to fully online programs. Now, so now that we talked about that, so to give a little bit more further information on this, what these new rules are stating are that if somebody's in the United States on an F1 visa or an M1 visa and their program is fully online for fall of 2020, they have to decide, if their program is fully online, they have to determine, if they plan to remain in the United States, they have to essentially change their program to a program that is not fully online, or they have to come up with another solution. Otherwise, they essentially have to leave according to these new rules. And if they don't leave, again, according to these rules, they're subject to removal proceedings, meaning that they can be put into immigration proceedings to have them removed from the United States. So again, we're talking about some very serious stuff. Now again, that was for the first set of rules that discuss fully online programs. Now again, the second set of rules are targeting programs that are in person, so that they're going to resume as normal in-person education. And for these kind of programs that are going to resume in-person education in fall of 2020, the rules are that students, F1 students, international students basically, they can attend one class, I should say, online up to 3 units. So that's pretty straightforward. Again, that's for schools that are going to be resuming in-person education. Now again, lastly, the last type of institutions and programs that the new rules today target are these sort of hybrid institutions that are going to be both online and in person. So if the program that somebody is going to join is one of these hybrid institutions that's going to be both online and in person, the regulations have some leniency where they say that the student can attend more than one course online, but in order to do this, the school has to make a lot of certifications. So the school is going to have to certify that the program is not entirely online, that the student is not taking all of their courses online, and that the student is taking the minimum number of courses online to advance their degree. So the school has to actually certify these 3 things. So basically that's a big picture overview on the new rules that were announced today that are impacting F1 visas and M1 visas. Now, again, this is a lot of major news, and I'm going to tell you why this is so important. And the reason that I feel that this is so important is that F1 visas and international students in general are a major part of the United States. And just to give you some perspective on that, in the 2018-2019 school year, there was about 1 million international students in the United States. That's a tremendous amount of people. In addition, another reason why this is so important is that international students contribute substantially to the United States economy. And I want to give you guys some specific figures to put this into perspective. So, in 2018, international students contributed $44.7 billion to the US economy. In 2019, international students contributed $41 billion to the US economy. And, it sounds really high. And the reason is, students are coming to the United States, they're paying very high tuition, and essentially that's going to US institutions. So again, international students contribute quite a bit to the US economy. And that's another reason why I think this is so major. And what do I think is going to happen now? So I think that, I think it's going to be much more challenging for people to get student visas right now because a lot of educational institutions are doing their part to slow the spread of COVID-19, and they're doing their instruction online for fall of 2020. And a lot of students that were planning on coming to the United States on an F1 visa, for example, are going to, I believe, struggle to figure out what to do. So I think that this is going to have a chilling effect on student visas. For example, Harvard has already announced that in fall of 2020, they're going to be completely online. So for an international student that was planning on attending Harvard, they now cannot go through with that course of study because Harvard is going to be fully online in fall of 2020. So that's just kind of a practical example of how things are going to be affected. So I think it's going to have a chilling effect on student visas in general. Now, what I want to talk about now is what you should do. And I want to specifically speak to people that are in the United States and they're here on an F1 visa or an M1 visa, and they know that their program is going to be fully online for fall of 2020. And here's the information that I want to convey to you, is that you should be proactive. With whatever it is that you decide to do, you should be proactive. So what do I mean by that? You need to determine first what it is that you want to do. Do you want to remain in the United States? Is it important for you to be in the United States, or is it not so important and you're totally okay with returning to your home country? If the answer is that you do want to remain in the United States, you should be proactive to figure out what it is that you're going to do. One option is to switch programs to another program that has in-person education. That could be one potential solution. Another potential solution could be to switch your status from F1 to some other kind of a status, for example, some kind of a work visa, or perhaps some sort of an investor visa or something along those lines. So coming up with an alternative and a game plan is going to be imperative. So that's kind of my suggestion and some information that I want to convey to you. So again, in this video, we talked about the new changes to the F1 visa and the M1 visa, the new rules that came out. We talked about why this is so important and why this is so critical. And again, we talked about some solutions and some pieces of information that you should take with you. And I hope you guys found this very helpful. I hope you guys found this information very useful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this, please go ahead and share this video. Again, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. When you like the video, it really helps us out. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. This information is very, very, very new. These new rules were just published today, and the news is likely going to develop in the coming days and weeks ahead, and we're going to closely monitor for any developments. So as always, if you haven't yet done so, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to stay up to date with our videos. Again, as always, thank you very much for tuning into this video, and I will see you on the next one.